Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. Today we're going to be doing the second times the charm achievement, where all we have to do is restore Napoleon to the French throne and get back to Moscow, because we had a bit of trouble getting there the first time. So without any preparation or practice, let's go straight into it. Iron Man mode and historical AI. As France, occupy Moscow while Napoleon VI is your country leader. I mean, that can't be too difficult, surely.
And don't call me Shirley.
So taking a look at the focus tree, we're going to have to start off by reviving the national bloc until we move down to the Council of Rambouillet, at which point we'll have to decide which house we're going with. Bourbon Orléans, the Carlists, and of course Napoleon. So without further ado, let's correct the mistake of the 19th century. I have completely forgotten how you're supposed to play France. So far as I can tell, we should keep a division ready here to deal with Belgium and the Netherlands. Luxembourg will be our ally, for some reason. It may be 1936, but my plans to take on the British begin as early as this. I've got these 23 colonial units, and I'm going to start spreading them out on naval invasions around the world, so that when we do declare war on Britain, we instantly start invading their colonies. That way we get them in the peace deal when we eventually get to that point. The remilitarization of the Rhineland? Not my problem. Let's utilize the leagues. Now when you get this option, the answer is I truly don't know what's best, but I'm going with the top option to avoid losing stability. The council gathers as we decide that republicanism isn't quite for us. The next focus, revise the constitution, is a bit worse than the last one because we get this weekly stability, which is a positive, but we won't actually be able to continue the focus tree until we complete this focus. So we're going to have to decide what else we're going to do after that. Don't mind me casually waiting for the restoration of the French monarchy. I didn't even address French's national ideas, but needless to say, yeah, not good. If I'm going Napoleon, shouldn't I be upgrading Corsica? Oh goodness, I forgot you could release Corsica. Oh, that's a form of masochism I didn't even consider doing. Of course, because Brittany, Occitania and Corsica are all releasable. I think releasing that country is... yes, we're not going down that road. That's where madness lies. Now Spain is asking me for help. Why on God's earth would I do this, Spain? I'm sorry, but good luck, sir. You're on your own. Okay, with our political advisor got, we can now allow covert intervention, which tanks our stability, but the war support is actually up now. There's hope. Hope for our small country. I say small like we don't casually own an empire in Africa, but you know, small. Here's a question for you. Do you use your other hand to play Hoi 4, or is it just me? I feel like everything I do in this game, I only use a mouse. I'm sure there must be hotkeys for these things, but yeah, like Shift Q. I just don't feel the need to use them. I feel that the game works good enough on its own with just a mouse. We're coming up on the 7th of October, which means this constitutional revision will be done and we can finally get Napoleon going. Having invested in metropolitan France and Algerian France, we're doing industrial expansion, which should give us 4 times 2 is 8 civilian factories. Big stonks. Turkey wants Hatay. Go on, because you asked so nicely. I don't think when Napoleon was planning his grand expansion, the state of Hatay was really on the chopping block. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Everyone's abandoning the naval treaty. I don't want to be here anymore. Well, if I have to pick between Orléans, Carlist and Napoleon, I think we all know the way this one's going to go. And so it was. Napoleon VI has arrived. And with that comes the first choice. Is it time to avenge Waterloo? I feel like we should put it off just a bit longer until we're absolutely prepared for the consequences. Also, doing army reform is kind of important for wars later. So getting down here, then declaring on England, could be the best course of action. Napoleon VI claims the throne of France. Are you okay, UK? Oh, I should mention, I'm decrypting the UK. Somebody needs to figure out what exactly is going on in their head, because I for one have no idea. In terms of focuses, I think I'm going down firepower kills. Having the artillery and infantry equipment is just so good. Okay, I can't wait anymore. We need to avenge Waterloo. So in order to avoid the World Tension Guarantee Chaos Simulator, I think I'm going to declare on both the Netherlands and Belgium immediately. So hopefully this should give me a good foundation to push straight through into the Netherlands and have all of this taken care of. Push! Oh, that's green. I do like green. Oh, that's very quick. Oh no, the motorised is too quick for them to deal with. It's a disaster for them. Oh goodness me. We might have a little bit too low stability. That's fine. We don't need stability. Stability is for the weak anyway. There goes Belgium. Just one more now. I think that's the breakthrough we're looking for. Oh, it's over. The French East Indies. Ugh. Now here's where the real big brain strategies come into play. We know we have to, in some capacity, go through Germany to get to Moscow. However, we have a declaration of war, Annex goal, against the United Kingdom. If we save it until the exact second that Germany declares war on Poland, because we're in a joint war against the same people, Germany will want me in their faction. And that is a free, that's a autobahn route straight to Moscow. And I'm not going to deny that. For now, we just need to keep an eye on Germany and wait until they declare Danzig or war. Thanks to a collaboration mission, we've got 30% collaboration in the UK before we've even started. This gives us a 9% reduction in surrender limit. So hopefully it doesn't mean I have to go traipsing into Scotland for the surrender. He may or may not be doing the focus we're most worried about. So, brace yourself. Poland refuses the German ultimatum. Panic stations, everyone. I do believe the German Reich just declared war on Poland. So let's see if this works. I might join you in this endeavour. Germany, how are we thinking? Are we chilling? Are we ice cream chilling? Oh, I think we're ice cream chilling. Welcome to the club. Okay, we just need these guys to hold as best they can. So please do that. The question is, can you guys make it to New Zealand? Yes, you can. Now, how do you guys feel about getting to South Africa? You feel okay with it? We may have bypassed a war goal against Germany, but that's quite alright. I didn't need it. I just need Borodino. Oh, and they've returned. Right, all we need is to get in there. Get in there, that's fine. But even if we don't, that's fine too. Now, can you guys get on here and go here? It looks like you can. So the only ones I'm thinking about now are the Canadians. I think they're off. Now that we've actually completed our naval invasions, I kind of need to get the fleet home to cross the English Channel. Somebody tells me they're not going to make it back in time. We can get you home, boys. And Luxembourg is now gone. Didn't expect that one. In 10 days we get our cipher too. Oh, I'm double tempted now just to wait those extra days. Alright, the first invasion is off. Any landings? Any at all? Portsmouth potential? Well, that's definitely a landing. Let's get a pin on them and a push here. If they've made the vital mistake of not properly garrisoning things, this might end a lot faster than they want it to. Oh god, I simply just wiped them out. How on earth were they able to take so much? I don't feel like they deserve that much. Well, I certainly feel like I have been screwed over. So what did I get out of this? Well, I got Canada. I did get Canada. I did get Australia with Rod Hull. I butchered New Zealand, but we're not going to talk about it. I got the southern tip of India. I don't know why just the tip, but the bad news is we have lost the British Navy. So how many of you are familiar with the story of Order 66? It's not a story the Allies would tell you. It's an Axis tale. The long and short of it is, though, if we stick units on every single city in Germany and Italy, because Germany is guaranteeing the independence of Turkey, we just might be able to wangle out the full annexation of the Axis overnight. I think 300 should do it. It should be said that sending 300 peasants into German territory for the sole purpose of destroying them is not the nicest thing to do, but I think in this circumstance it's entirely justified. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Look upon my work and despair, for what you see here is chaos, chaos and suffering. So, if all goes according to plan, we should be able to just leave the Axis, declare war on Turkey, and they all get called in. So, how do we do this? Leave the faction, we tell everyone here to hold, then we declare war on Turkey, and then we keep spamming hold. I'd say that worked. My god. Look at this. What is this? This chaos. Okay, we very quickly, assuming Italy doesn't destroy us, have to make some encirclements around certain pockets and push into them. The biggest issue right now, I think, is Italy joining. Even though I want them to, I don't know whether I can beat them. I mean, I think I can, but I generally don't know. Okay, again, how bad is it? Well, to be honest, we own most of the major places in Italy. Oh yeah, Italy's basically done already. Surely.
And don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's not lost yet, it's got to be said. We're losing, but not as quickly as I thought we would be. But we really need to capitulate Italy. There goes Berlin. Oh my god, we just got Berlin. Oh dear god. That spells possible redemption. Hope is what that spells. Hope. Right, we need to finish off the remnants. And they're hiding in Trieste. I did it. I don't believe it, I did it. Holy moly. I think I'll be taking Hatay back. Thank you very much. And with that, a peace conference is over. So what did I do? Well, essentially, I took most of the world. Turkey's gone, Africa's completely gone. Scotland is of course free. Czechoslovakia has returned in the form of a kingdom. And most importantly, once laissez-faire is done, let's disunite Germany. I like how that now we've created the French Raj, Lord Linlithgow has returned, the British overseer of the British Raj. And so it is done. Oh goodness me, this is terrible. Why does Prussia own Austria? Okay, well that doesn't feel right. Because we've now disunited Germany, I feel pretty good about releasing Poland. And Poland has returned. So with this, we now have a good chunk of allies to help us push into the Soviets. We also have a second board with them in the form of Turkey. All I can think to do now is we need to get more manpower, which means once we've done the focus, we need to return to Borodino and get the 3% recruitable population from Je suis le déluge. So without even declaring war, we can immediately jump to get the recruitable population and population factor. You know what, with atomic research completed, and a new year of 1941, I say we just declare the war and allow them to grind up against the hellscape that is this front line. I'm just going to stick a few more units on the southern border. I am a little worried about being invaded here, but not too worried. Let us declare war and see how terrible this is going to be. We appear to just be holding down here. I think this could end up being a war of attrition. Unexpectedly, I think the first tile I'm going to be taking is in Armenia, of all places. Hungary declares war on Romania. Well, I did guarantee Romania, so let's go help them. Greater Hungary. Not as great as it used to be, with a very small Serbia. Hello Leningrad, how are we doing today? So what's the MO on just sticking this to Moscow and letting them go? Thanks to reorganising the Dutch, we now have the French Netherlands, led by a guy called William. I assume this is unique, specific for this, because I don't remember seeing this guy before. I think the nuclear bomb might just be how we can finish this. I might have stalled for it, but hey, now we get to use it. I say we show them that we mean business. The atomic bombing of Moscow. The explosion was directed at the heart of Soviet leadership, the Kremlin having been nearly completely destroyed by the blast. Hello, editing me here. As good as this time-lapse is, it really doesn't show you that this took me 2.5 hours to push into Russia. But hey, you don't get to suffer the pain in the same way I did. I mean, look at this, 99%, and we haven't even reached Moscow. And my tanks have been encircled, but ignoring that, victory is just a stepping stone away. Is that the 25th of December? A Christmas miracle? I don't believe it. So, we're taking Moscow, and I think we're taking Leningrad. And what's that in the bottom left I detect? Second time's the charm, with some disgusting Russian border gore. So all it took for Napoleon to get to Moscow and beyond was nukes, nuclear bombs. Well, on that note, I think I'll end it there. Goodness me, this has been an insane amount of time to do. I probably played it pretty inefficiently, but I never claimed to be good at the game. I just had a strategy and I stuck to it. And hey, I got the achievement in the end. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.